guys, welcome back. I want to thank all my subscribers for following me, checking out my social medias, all that fun stuff. Yeah, it's great. Love it, guys. Keep up the good work on sharing everything. First thing is today, we're getting back on our flatbed trailer. Yes, we are back on this thing again. Last video you saw, we finished up the lights, which we didn't wire on the marker lights. So now today, a few days ago, we actually got our exact wire harness. Oh, there we go. 7-way, all the wiring ready to go. How to get that done. If you guys saw in the previous video where we got the harness, but it was a 7-way, or not 7-way, a 6-way plug. It sent me a 6-way instead of a 7-way, which I wasn't wiring everything for 7-way. They just had to resend us out another one, get the right one, because I guess they mixed it up or whatever. I don't know, because they said I ordered a 7-way, but they sent out a 6-way. Weird. But anyway, we're gonna get that done. We're gonna get this old junk 4-way that's in here off, get all this wiring pulled out from underneath this thing. Got a little trick, the little wire distribution block we're gonna put in there, so in case we have any wire issues, we can just unbolt that and do the one wire and it's done. Just gonna mount it underneath right there on the frame, or close to underneath where the wiring going, and we are gonna be done. Well, at least with the wiring part. Get all the lights all wired back up, ready to go. Make sure everything works, and then it's done with the wiring's done. Maybe add a couple more lights later on once we get the fender wells come in. Still waiting on those to show up. But those might be a little longer because they said they were back ordered like 3 months or something like that for the wheel covers that I actually want for that. But other than that, let's get the crack on this wiring. Let's get this old harness out of here. Get this done. All right, well, we got the wire on. I just put this in there temporarily so I know how long I need to make this. And we ran it just underneath these clips right here, there, and then through the frame of an existing hole already to the back. So now what we're looking at is this just kind of sitting here. So I got to get a couple of things, and then we're gonna get cracking on getting that all done. So after running the wiring, I've got this little D.I.Y thing I'm gonna install right here. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna put like an eye loop or a microphone on it. That's gonna go in that screw right there. And then when we get this all ready to go, these are just gonna go boop, same thing on the other side. So if we have any issues with boop, it's gonna go right here like this in there. This one's got a 4 cable on it for all the running lights, junction hold for the lights, because I got a couple of things I gotta wire in too, which would be easier, but it'll be easy because with that. The other thing is the brakes for the trailer, they're gonna go in one of these spots, and I'm just gonna ground the rest of it to the frame, so it's all grounded and ready to go. Right now I gotta go find some eye loops and the cutters so we can figure out the brakes and grounds, which wouldn't be. All right, well, we got this all done. As I was telling you, these are just gonna sink into there like that. Still gonna wire in the trailer brakes, which are here, but not worried about that at the moment. Got the ground wire off the truck for the frame. Now we just got to figure out on these wires the order which we need to put these in. I know there's 2 of them we're not going to be using for now, which are going to be the reverse sides of the power wire because it's not hooked up. So we're going to get those butt connectors, or not the butt connectors, but the pins on the end of these, and so we can get them hooked in there. And also, I can't remember which one is which on that. Alright, quick little update video. We got all the lights done. Look, that marker light's working. Get back here in the back. Well, we got this marker light working pretty. We got our running lights of our normal brake tail lights working. That is done. Now all we have to do now is I'm gonna put this back up on the trailer, lift it up, figure out which wire is positive on the brake system. The brake's wired, and then we are done. Alright, so I'll show you this guys in a second, but once you get all the wiring all done and the trailer's connected with the brakes on the brake controller we installed about a couple weeks ago, a month ago, whatever, it'll say a .C on it. So when you get a .C, we adjust it. What you do is you override it and you adjust this little mechanism right here to supply how much voltage you want to the brakes and everything else. This button controls how much or how big the trailer is. So like B1 will be like a minimum power, B2 will be a higher power, and then B3 will be like if you have a trailer that's very freaking heavy, like 100% heavier than your truck, which would be like toy haulers, big trailers, 3-axis, things like that. We're just basically into the basic one. I'm probably not going to run any more than probably 5 or 6 6.0s here. After we get set up, we'll put the quad on it, drive it around, check, make sure the brakes work, and load up. Go get this thing taken care of. Got a couple things to do on that, so show you what underneath here, what we did. You crawl on underneath this thing. All the wiring is right here. So everything comes in. Everything goes into the connectors, tail lights, turn signals, running lights. This is all the running lights here because I thought we had different wiring for everything. So one running light comes off of this guy here, goes into here. There's a distribution block between these 2, 3. So running lights, running lights, running lights, running lights. This one is the brake line, brake power. And you got left and right and brakes, brake lights. The last 2 we're not going to use are the reverse lights and the auxiliary power, which we're not going to hook up right now because we don't have it even wired to the truck yet, which we're going to eventually. I'm going to get a power wire ran to the back of this thing for power, for a constant power, which will work because then I'm actually going to use that for charging a second battery in this thing if we ever install a winch, or just a second battery in general for like supply stuff. So we're pretty on the side of the toolbox. That's going to go on here like a USB port on the side that's waterproof. We can just get some power off that and not have to worry about, you know, things like that when we're out and not killing battery on the vehicles. So there'll be a nice little battery in there, and then we won't have anything to worry about. But everything's said and done. That's great. It's been taking a while to get this process done because of shipping costs, shipping delays, and everything else. So it's been a fun time. So